How much money can you make?
In like a therapy business?
Yeah.
Or
in private practice?
Hi, we're Dustin and Laura Gransberry with Open Your Practice, the business of therapy made simple, and we're here with a short video to talk about something really important, which is what, Laura?
How much money can you make?
In like a therapy business?
Yeah.
Or
in private practice?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so who wants to know how much money you can make in private practice? I've heard from everybody that it depends.
Ugh. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard, that phrase. It depends.
Yeah.
So here's the truth. It does depend. I know, but we're going to tell you on what.
Okay.
We're gonna sort of, give you the big levers here of what it depends on, which we go into very deep detail in our course that we offer. But we're gonna give you a few little nuggets here of what it depends on, so we can bypass that dreaded.
You can't give away everything
depends.
for free.
We're gonna bypass the "it depends" barrier here, because that just drives me crazy. So
what does it depend on? What if there were three things that were to isolate to say it depends mostly on these three things?
Yep.
What would those three things be?
Number one, it depends on whether you have set up your practice to be solely private pay or private pay and insurance, or solely insurance based. So because insurance companies vary widely on how much they reimburse you for your services. So every insurance company, every insurance panel that you're on, I don't know, most people that don't take insurance don't know this. I didn't know this starting out. They have a different contracted rate that they pay you. So
fixed income.
Yeah, so that makes it varies a bit. So whether you take insurance only or you're only private pay, that's the first big thing it depends on. The second thing it depends on is how much you want to work. Full-time means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Some people consider 15 clients a week full-time. Some people consider 25 clients a week full-time. It's a big difference.
Can we tell them the secret?
Yeah.
So it's not about the clients that you see.
Right.
It's about how often you see those clients.
Billable hours.
In billable hours per week.
Right. Because some clients you'll see every other week.
Yeah.
If they're transitioning out, you might move a client from every other week to maybe once a month or every third week. So your billable hours per week will vary. You'll find that you kind of get into a rhythm where it's becomes a little predictable in terms of So it's a common question. People ask me, how many clients do you see? And I say, well, I see, I have about, 15 to 20 billable hours a week or wherever my practice is at that point in time.
So the big takeaway here is that is one of the core metrics to track in your business is how many billable hours you have per week, because that is a key determinant of how much money you make, right? And then each client has maybe a different billable hour depending on the insurance that they take, if you're paneled with multiple insurance providers, and then maybe if you have a sliding scale in the private pay, that would be the same. Yeah.
Yep.
What's a third?
The third one is where you are located. So there's there's a big difference in terms of cost of living places, and if you're going to do a private pay situation, what your community, what the averages for your community, I've seen vary a lot in terms of what private practice clinicians charge for their private pay rate. So, it depends on where you are and how much you're charging for that private pay hour.
So these are the three factors that really set the tone and determine how much money you can make depends on. Number one is the balance between private pay and insurance. Number two is billable hours per week. And number three is regionally, what's the cost of professional services? Correct. However, what's the core question? Core question is, how much can you make? And that beep is telling us that we need to tell you that you can make almost no money, or you can make into the six figures, depending on how you structure this, right? And the balance of those three variables.
I think most people are really concerned that they're going to go, pursue this endeavor and then
Yeah.
they're not going to make any money. They really,
Well,
which is a huge,
Yeah.
I get why that's a concern.
Yeah.
Most people want to hear that 6 figures is attainable. I
Mhm.
think that's something that, especially we live in Seattle, we live in a big city. It's a pretty common, goal, I would
Yeah.
say, for a lot of people to be able to make 6 figures to live comfortably in this very quickly growing metropolitan area.
Yeah.
And it's doable with this.
Mhm.
You can definitely grow and scale your practice to make that hit that 6 figure mark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you would advise, get a guide, get some guidance on how to do it.
Of course. It will save you time and money, which we're all love saving time and money.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's some free stuff, but that's a plug for our course.
Yeah.
You should get that if you want to collapse the time that it takes you to get there and really learn all of the nuances and details of how to put it together for you. We walk you through it step by step.
Yep.
Anyway, I think that's all for today.
Yeah.
So signing off and, subscribe.
Yeah.
If you want more great content like this, we're going to keep putting it out. So you want to know as soon as it comes out, I'm sure. Follow us on all the socials. We'll be there. We'd love to have you join the Open Your Practice community.
Yep.
And we're looking forward to seeing you on the other side.